Hello there, and welcome to round 3 with Green White Hate Bears. Thinking about this hand. Think I keep this. It's not the greatest, but again, this is the thing where like double path just straight up beats certain decks. Or I guess double path plus relevant threats, which I do have. Though, I guess it's just fine against Twin. I do need to get on board. Like, let's see. I think I want to play. Yeah, I should play the Ghost Quarter in case. That's wrong. I don't need the Ghost Quarter in play if I draw an Arbiter. Shouldn't have exposed that. I should have just played the Forest. Um, yeah, that's fine. Black 2. Oh, jeez. How did I get F6 here? I should have pathed in response. Did not think I was F6'd. What? I pressed F3! Oh boy, this is bad. Got a little better. Do have to kill this right now. I'm okay. I'm really fine losing a... Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Oh my gosh. I'd locked into my line of pathing and I just like completely forgot I should have arbitered first. That was horrible. So my opponent should be minus a land. But we'll see how much that matters in the long run. Probably a reasonable amount. Yeah, that has to die. Assuming this is an angler. That's a Tassiger? Well, that definitely has to go. Yeah, a lot of things were done wrong in these last couple turns. However, I have a Flicker Wisp to reset that. I have a Resto to trump it. Not sacrificing this here because I need the other white. My opponent has another Tassiger. I get punished for that land thing. That looks like what's happening. Yep. Is there a reason to flicker anything here? Rather just... So I'm going to pass. I'm going to try to censor. If the Delver flips, I think I need to censor it in combat. Or resto it, I guess. Probably better to resto. I think the payoff is higher for restoing. think I'd rather hold the resto. Even though it's mana inefficient, I'd rather do this. Guess it's pretty obvious I have a resto, but probably getting mana leaked. No, that's convenient. The reason I did it this way is that I'm just supposed to eat the Delver and take the hit for 7. I guess more accurately, hopefully eat the Delver, but kind of figured that was what was going to show up. But doing that over like Flicker Wisping or whatever, I get to flicker this, my opponent terminates the 3-4, I get to block the 2-1 on the 3-2 and trade. Okay. You know, I bet, actually, I should have been Ghost Quartering earlier. I should not have tapped my Ghost Quarter, actually. That was the real issue. I just, like, kind of forgot that Mind Sensor had that ability for a second. No reason to do this here. I'm going to flicker out the Tasigur here. Snapcaster Mage, sure. If that targets me, I'm okay. If it targets the Mind Sensor, I'm less okay. So I would like to do this here. Taking up black mana to prevent like a Terminate or something. I think if I just go to 1, let's think about this. I think I'm supposed to go to 1 here. Yeah. If I block there, I don't have to block the token for another turn. Yeah. Well, I guess not dead. You can still draw Finks or Resto. I guess the Tasigur comes back too. Finks, not dead. Let's think about if Resto is enough. Attack. I still die to Resto. Or no, I don't, because I get to Flicker Wisp. So I should bump this to 4 so I can actually use a Resto if I draw it. Pridemage is not enough, though. That kills a creature, that kills a creature. These suck because they die in combat to Snapcasters and stuff. Don't really want Spellskite, so those are good. Things that die easily are bad. Those, very bad. Arbiter, I actually can shut off my opponent's fetches, which is kind of important here. I think the efficiency of Aether Vial is required. Mind Sensor is very bad. I thought I had a third card coming in. Nope. I can't count tonight. There we go. Okay. Yep. Drastically punished that game for forgetting and locking into my play on my opponent's end step before considering how I should sequence my draw. Yep. That's a keeper. This card seems like one of the best cards in the matchup. So I'm going to play this. My opponent delvers on one. I don't know if I path it. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to. I think that the end scenario, if I don't path it, is really bad. Like, I would like to be able to curve out, and I really, actually, like, the reason I'm curving out on Ooze is that I actually would like my opponent to not necessarily have a removal spell for the Blade Splicer. I get punished by Young Pyro here, which is, like, very punished by Pyro. I guess this lets my opponent have a Snapcaster Mage to snap the bolt, but I think that was going to get me... I guess I could have sequenced and... Yeah. Yeah, that is a huge issue. I think I'm just supposed to not take the damage then. I don't... So I can flicker the angel, get back flicker. Okay. There we go. So there is a reason to... I think I want to resto first. This is kind of awkward now that the way I've set it up, I get Kolaghan's Commanded for the Horizon Canopy, but I don't really know what I should have done to avoid... I guess it's like a random card. Well, that's convenient. Still would rather get the Canopy killed than anything else. Hopefully this works. So, while it looks like I could have generated a mana, or I guess I could have Horizon Canopy regardless, but like, I could generate a mana, you get to do something really cool here, which is lose your Flicker Wisp in response to a removal spell. But if that didn't happen, I would have been able to Restoration Angel my Flicker Wisp on my end step. My Flicker Wisp comes back. I exile the Tasigur on my end step, so it doesn't come back until my opponent's next end step, and I get to fog an attack. Though now my Resto is untapped to block this snap, which I think I'm obligated to do. Even if it means that Resto will trade for a Bolt or whatever. Or Nightmare Scenario, I guess, Kolaghan's Command. Right, my opponent gets back snap, and yeah. Can't really go to 6 there, though. Yep, that's a problem. I think I'm supposed to just try and get my opponent with us here. Okay. Maybe I misevaluated that Delver in the early game. It's possible I was just supposed to bank on the Delver. Like, there's so many cards like Delver or Taskers and Pyros that are just going to beat me at that point. Jeez, that's bad. Oh, Rough Tumble. That's cute. So I'm not dead. The old Chump Block Wildwood strikes again. Yeah. Yeah. I don't like this matchup, especially if they get to bring in Painful Truths. I guess the 4th Thalia would be a big boon here, as opposed to the Vine Sensor, because Thalia is just one of the best cards. Yeah, maybe. I set up a plan that revolved around getting this to hit, and the Inquisition really messed me up. It's possible I should have either saved this because I need to have an answer to Pyro and Tasigur, and it could, in theory, beat a Delver. My thought was that like I had this fear of getting Delvered out. Just like if it flips on 2, I just lose it because I don't have a good way to, or good time even to do something about it. Though I don't know if that's even true. And then game 1 was just that botch sequence of the F6 into the not playing the. So if I don't F6 that turn, I path the Pyro EOT, untap, flicker the token, have a threat. My opponent has nothing on board, and I'm in position. Though, if I do it right, I play the Arbiter before the path, and my opponent doesn't get the land, which in turn leads to them not playing a Tasigur a turn or 2 before. So yeah, that was a single botch pair of turns there. In this one, I have to think about that path a little more. It's also possible that... No, I like throwing that away into a Bolt. Even though it opens me up to Snap, I think that... that's actually pretty bad. Opening myself up to the Snap. I don't know. I'll have to reconsider that early sequencing. It's very possible I should just be more conservative in this matchup. Yeah, I guess they're the one who's more able to take... Though, I don't even know if playing along against Kolaghan's Command is the right line. Again, in a deck without a lot of card advantage. Hard to say.